Alright, so Haley's going to be our example on this panel mat. We're going to be doing a forward roll. So we're going to stand up on... Alright, so Haley's going to be our example on this panel mat. We're going to be doing a forward roll. So we're going to stand up on the panel mat, face this way. Alright, so she's standing on the panel mat with a little space behind her. No, scoot up. Right there. You're going to do a forward roll, and you're going to land sitting at the end of the mat. Go. Forward roll. And she's sitting. Sit. No, sit on the mat. Feet together. Arms up. Yes. Alright, try it again and land like that. So again, forward rolls are super easy skills for the most part. All kids can do them, but this is kind of giving them that opportunity to focus on landing. No hands. Hands up. Their hands should not touch the mat like that. And then standing up without using their hands. Good. Try one more time. So they're going forward roll. They can't start at the end because they've got to be, their corridor has to be long enough to get them to the end, and then they stand up. Nice. And if you've got two kids, they would just be rotating around this. So stay right here. Stay close. So we've got backward rolls down the incline, which they're not going to be able to do backward rolls by themselves. That's your spotting station. And you always want to position yourself on this side of the, you want to spot on this side. None of this, well, I'm a righty, I'm a lefty. It's a backward roll. You got to be able to spot it on this side because if you look, standing here, I can see the other four stations. Yes? So, right here, you would spot and keep an eye on the kids doing the forward roll and so on and so forth. So our next station is going to be our conditioning station. So these kids are not doing full handstands yet. Can you go ahead and put your feet up here? Actually, no. With your stomach facing it. So we're just going to have them do a super elevated push-up position. Go ahead. Good. Turn around. Turn around. Yes. Scoot your hands forward. Feet up on the block. No, Haley, you can scoot your hands away from it. It's supposed to be easy. There you go. So we're just having them do an elevated handstand position. It's strength. This is your conditioning station, and it's getting them ready for the handstands they're going to do. Next week, as partners, you can have the partners make sure that the shoulders are on top of the hands. Lean forward, get your shoulders on top of your hands. Get your head in like a handstand. You can pike more. You can pike a little, Haley. Pike. Yeah, cover your ears like a handstand. There you go. So it's closer to handstand, but it's not full handstand so that they're building the strength. And then the new skill station, come on, Haley, is we'll do some small cartwheels on this here. I'm going to pull this back a little bit. Alright, so you are going to stand right here in a lunge. Which one's your good leg? This one? Alright, cool. So we're on the right side. So she's a righty, so she's on this side. Arms up, get closer to it. Okay, you're going to reach for the yellow mat and do a small cartwheel. Hands on the yellow mat. Do it again. Put your hands on the yellow mat for your cartwheel. Get closer to it if you're too far. There you go. Go. Hands on the yellow and just getting the motion of kicking over. You can even put something here. For example, do it again. I would never put something this hard, okay? It could be a dot. It could be a French fry. Go ahead, cartwheel. And the goal is just to get them to go over it and not onto it. And this would be the fourth station, which is highlighting the new skills. These kids don't have cartwheels on their evaluation, but they do have cartwheel drills. So this would be one of the cartwheel drills. So to review, thank you. You're done. You should have half the amount of stations as you have kids. If you've got 8 kids, which most classes do, you're going to do 4 stations. Station number 1 is your spotting station, where they're doing backward rolls. Station number 2 would be your basic station, which they're doing forward rolls, trying to really, really focus and zone in on the landing, on feet together and standing up without using their hands. Your strengthening or your conditioning station would be their elevated, like L holds, like pike holds. If that mat's too high, that's fine. For superstars, even this mat would work, and they can get on their knees and do like a handstand hold with their knees on the mat. And then your new skill station would be right here, just a very small cartwheel, working on the hand placement, working on going over an object. And those would be your superstar, an example of your superstar lesson plan. Number 1, coach's station. Same area. I really like that area because you get to see everything that's going on. So we've got coach's station. Over on the side of the bar, you're going to be spotting slow motion back hip circles. I'll put a clip of what that is. The strength station is going to be right next to you. We're going to have the kids hang and put their feet up on something that's elevated. Like this. And you're going to have them practice pulling their chin up to the bar and down. I can't do a chin up. If I go to hang on a bar, I am not able to pull myself up, but I can do it when my feet are elevated on that. So you want to be in like a horizontal line, just pulling your chest to the bar, pulling back down, pulling your chest to the bar. I would try to have them do 3, anywhere from 5 to 10 on their own before switching with their partner. So station number 3 is going to be over here on the floor. So we're going to be laying down, grabbing the base of this bar here for stability. And from a pike position, we're going to practice going up into a candlestick and then back down to a pike, candlestick, pike, not letting their feet touch the floor or bend or do anything that's funky. And then on the bar, this is going to be our new skill. We're going to be practicing castaway dismount. So it's a cast and you push away at the end. A lot of these mats have lines. You can bring a hula hoop. You can put whatever you want to where the kids are casting and pushing away from the bar. So there's a line on the mat. You can tell them you got to try and land behind the line and put a mat in front of them so that they are still encouraged to kick the mat and then swing back. So they'll go kick, push. We made it. We are on week 6 of beam. Nothing is set up. Our focus for week 6 is full routines and kind of running it like a mock me. So we've been working routines really, really hard throughout the full 6 weeks. And so now we're just going to be performing our routines. You can give them like a practice. You can tell them that they get 2 chances to practice or 3 chances to practice their routine. You'll be there if they have questions. As a coach, I would walk around. I would have 2 beams going and each kid taking their own turn at one time. The rest are waiting and watching. And you could be walking around and just helping them get through it. Again, we should be reinforcing their remembering of the routine on weeks 1 and 3. And so, weeks 2 and 4. So week 6 just kind of follows along that, and now we're just kind of putting everything together and doing a little showcase. So you're going to give them 2 to 3 turns to practice to warm up, and then on their 4th turn, you're going to have them all sit down on one of the beams, and they're going to perform to their teammates one by one at a time. Now, I know that we are really big on the kids not sitting down, on the kids not waiting turns, but if you're following the lesson plans correctly, this week 6 is not going to be a common thing. It is going to look off. The parents are going to be like, hey, they're sitting down. That's a little weird. But anyone that is paying attention to you and anyone that is seeing you sit next to their other kids, you guys are cheering, the kids are saluting, it's going to be very apparent what you're doing. And a lot of the parents are going to appreciate it because they're going to get to see what it is that the kids have been learning. You're putting it to the test. So I'm just going to break down how it would work at competition. Again, you would take 2 to 3 turns to warm up. But when it's time to go, you're going to stand, let's say the class is sitting on the beam or on the floor in front of me. I'm going to stand right here, looking at my teammates, and when my coach says go, I'm going to salute. So a salute is different. This is what you see all the girls do up on the podium when they're getting their medals or when they're getting their flowers. They'll call out, they'll stand at attention, they'll call out gymnast salute, and then they'll salute, and then they'll get off. But kids, athletes have to salute at the beginning of their routine and at the end of their routine. It is one of those things, if they don't salute, they get a deduction for it. We've had kids not get saluted to. So the judge will always motion to the kids. Once they're done grading or counting up the score of the routine before them, they'll get ready, they'll write that athlete's name, they'll get ready to judge that, they'll get the judge sheet for that athlete, and then they're going to turn to the athlete and they're going to
acknowledge them and say, are you ready? And they're going to lift their hand. And then at that point, the gymnast salutes to show that she is ready to start her routine. Then she goes immediately into her routine. At the end of the routine, once she does the dismount, once they stick, then they salute to the judge again, and it's just motioning like there, I'm done, I did it. And then the judge acknowledges them again, thanks them, and then begins to judge the routine, add up the deductions, do all that good stuff. So the kids will start here, they'll face their classmates, and they're standing pretty, they're standing ready to go because they're about to perform. The coach will signal, go ahead, it's your turn. So they're going to salute, and then they'll turn around and start their routine. For entry and super, they're going to start with their hands on the beam, and circle one leg over to a straddle sit. They're going to go through their whole routine, and then at the end, they will do their dismount and finish. And then the class is like, yeah, because they did it, and then they sit down, and the next kid goes. So that is week